Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Spanish for Medical Professionals. This is Dr. V. Last class, we learned already how to use I am, you are, he is, she is. We learned also about plurals, about we are, you are, and we start learning about they are. So let me please start repeating today this lesson with something that we already saw last time, but I think is important here. So they are, how you say they are in Spanish? In Spanish, you said ellos son o ellas son. It's going to depend when, like, for example, this lady, this girl here is talking about they are, depends in Spanish if we are talking about just males or males and females or just females. Remember, in Spanish, we have something that is gender and number. Okay, so if she is saying they are and they are just boys here, she has to say ellos son. If all of these are girls, she should say ellas son, because everybody there will be a girl, ellas son. If there is all boys, ellos son. But what happens when there's something mixed, like I have one girl and a boy, or two girls and a boy? Even if you have just one masculine member here, a male here, you have to use the masculine form, ellos son. For example, in this case, we have two boys, one girl, hence we are going to be using ellos, ellos son, they are. In English, that is easier. You just have one way to say it, they are. In Spanish, has to match depending or if you have just boys and girls, or just girls. So we did that last session. So let me go to the next one here. So let's put an example here. In this picture, we have two doctors, right? Two surgeons, one is male and another is female. And because it's one male and a female, I have to use the male, the masculine form, ellos son. If we're two doctors, both ladies, then and only one, I can use ellas son. I have one male and one female. I want to use ellos. Welcome, Joanne. Glad you make it. So let's repeat that. I'm just repeating a couple of things that we started last lesson, Joanne, okay? So we already read this part, okay? Remembering how to use the are. So let me read for you. Pay attention to my pronunciation, okay? So let me start here. Ellos son cirujanos. They are surgeons. Ellos son doctores. They are doctors. Ellos son cirujanos de Glenview. Ellos son inteligentes y buenos. Ellos son trabajadores, optimistas, alegres. Dr. B, this is Spanish for medical professionals. What I have to learn all these things. Pretend that I am a patient and I'm going to say, hey, you know, how are the doctors that they are going to operate me? And then you can say, hey, ellos son cirujanos de Glenview, ellos son inteligentes y buenos, ellos son trabajadores, optimistas y alegres. Thank you very much. I feel much better now, right? So sometimes you have to describe people in your team. Not everything is about the stomach, the esophagus, the IV, the diseases. In Spanish for medical professionals, we have to be able to talk, make some dialogues with them, patients, answer their questions that not necessarily are medical questions. So if the patient asks you, oh, tell me about the surgeons that they are going to cut my belly. I am afraid of that. And then you can describe the people in your team. So let's talk about what they are not, okay? Ellos no son dentistas. Of course, they are not dentists. Ellos no son anestesiólogos. Ellos no son internistas. They are not internal medicine doctors, right? Internistas is an internal medicine, is I am doctor. Ellos no son endocrinólogos. Ellos no son diabetólogos. Ellos no son pediatras. Yesterday, I did a video for you guys, and it's going to be in Facebook regarding the pronunciation of the double L, because some people say, hey, why sometimes you pronounce ellos, 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 ellos? So I did a couple of examples and clarifications. So if you wonder, go watch that video and the things are going to be a little bit clear for you. What I can tell you now is my pronunciation is more like a neutral pronunciation. I live in a couple of countries and I kind of have not the two extremes of the pronunciation, like ellos, like in Central America, or ellos in Argentina. My pronunciation is kind of in between, okay? So let me go to the next one here. Bear with me for a second. Let me grab here. Welcome, Allen. Welcome, Joe. Next one here. Ellos son. I can say they are, but I can say also they are not. Or I can say, are they? Like in a question. So let me read the first paragraph here, okay? This is affirmative questions. I am going to tell you what they are. Ellos son pacientes con COVID. Ellos son pacientes de neumología, pneumology, pulmonology. Ellos son americanos. Ellos son pacientes de Gournay. Let me tell you what they are not. They are not. Ellos no son pacientes con infarto. Ellos no son pacientes de cardiología. Ellos no son mexicanos. Ellos no son pacientes de Buffalo Grove. Let me ask questions about them. Are they patients with dermatitis? ¿Son ellos pacientes con dermatitis? ¿Son ellos pacientes de dermatología? ¿Son ellos mexicanos? ¿Son ellos pacientes de Nueva York? Let me see the next one. Here I have two ladies, two gentlemen here. Let me see. Ellos son, they are. Ellos son trabajadores de salud. Ellos son trabajadores de salud de Skokie. Ellos son trabajadores del hospital. Ellos no son trabajadores de construcción. And let me ask a question. Are they? ¿Son ellos trabajadores de agricultura? Let's see the next picture here. Ellos son músicos. Ellos son alegres. They are happy people. Ellos son optimistas. Let me tell you what they are not. Ellos no son tristes. They are not sad people. Ellos no son pesimistas. Let me ask you a questions about that. ¿Son ellos colombianos o cubanos? I am asking if they are Colombians or Cubans, right? And then you maybe said, sí, ellos son colombianos. Or maybe you can tell me, no, ellos no son colombianos, right? Okay, so let me go to the next one here. And we left in this the previous class. So we said already that the they are in English is a little bit easier than the they are in Spanish, because in Spanish, they are is going to change. It can be ellos or can be ellas. And we said that we use ellos if everybody in the group are masculine, males. And we said ellas if everybody in the group is feminine. But if I have 99 ladies and one guy, just because one male or one masculine, I have to use ellos. Okay, so I'm going to put an example here, just with two ladies in the left-hand side and two ladies in the right-hand side here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to ask to unmute your microphone. Joanne, welcome. Are you there? You there?
Hi. Yes, I am here.
So give me a hand. Let's try to read the first paragraph here. The ladies in the left.
Okay. Ellos son amigas. Ellas son Ana y Karina. Ellas son trabajadoras. Ellos son divertidas. Ellos son extrovertidas. Ellas son rubias. Ellas son bonitas. Ellas son americanas.
Perfect. Just one recommendation for you, Joanne.
Okay.
Try to pronounce the ellas a little
Ellas.
more, mark the A, ellas.
Ellas.
Because you have to, when you talk, when you have to say it clearly, ellas and ellos.
Ellas.
Right? Ellas
Okay.
and ellos. So try to make it a little bit more like an A, right? Like a,
okay.
Very good.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you a question now. I'm going to ask you the question that I have here in the light blue square. A question for you. ¿Son ellas divertidas? You can answer me whichever way you want.
Ellas no son divertidas.
Divertidas. So do you think they are
Divertidas.
boring people? Okay. And let me ask the next question here. ¿Son ellas rubias?
Ellas son rubias.
Yes, they are blonde. I am asking you. You are describing me about this lady, Anna and Karina, and I asking you, oh, are they like boring people? Are they like fun to be with? ¿Son ellas divertidas? ¿Son ellas rubias? Right? Do you think that you can translate the first paragraph here? Right.
They are friends. They are Anna and Karina.
Good.
They are hardworking. They are fun people. They are extroverted. They are blondes. They are nice. And they are Americans.
Very good. Excellent participation, Joanne. Let me mute your microphone and let me see if Alan is here. Are you there, Alan?
Yeah.
Okay, Alan, welcome. So give me a hand. Let's read the next paragraph here about these two ladies in the right-hand side.
Okay. Ellas no son amigas. Ellas son hermanas.
Who are they, Alan? Let's read the first sentence.
Sorry. Yeah. Ellas son Maria y Susana.
Very good.
I'll just read the third one then. Ellas no son enfermeras. Ellas son estudiantes. Ellas no son introvertidas. Ellas son introvertidas.
Ellas son extrovertidas. Good.
María no es rubia. María es pelinegra. Ellas no son feas.
Feas.
Son bonitas. Ellas no son americanas. Ellas son cubanas.
Okay, so did you understand the meaning of the paragraph, Alan? Would you like to translate?
I can try.
Go ahead. I will help you out.
Okay. They are Maria and Susanna.
Very good.
They are not friends. Hermanas.
If they are not friends, ellas son hermanas. Hermanas is siblings. Siblings. They are sisters. Hermanas, hermanos. Go ahead.
Okay. They're not nurses. estudiantes. They're students.
Ellas son estudiantes. They are students. They are not nurses. They are students. Go ahead.
They aren't introverts. They're extroverts. They they are not blonde. They are I forgot what that means.
Pelinegra is a dark hair. So I am talking just about Maria. Maria is not blonde. Maria is dark hair.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because I'm just talking about Maria. Next one here.
They are
They are not.
They are not ugly. They are they're pretty.
Pretty. I'm losing you a little bit, Alan. I am losing you, Joanne. I have your screen. Can you give me thumbs up if you can hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? Very good. So, Alan, I lost you for... You back? Okay. Let's read the last sentence here, Alan. I think we lost Alan here. Okay, so let me read it for you. Ellas no son americanas, ellas son cubanas. They are not Americans, they are Cubans, okay? So just pay attention what is in red there. Ellas means they, is the feminine way for they are, right? Ellas son, ellas. Because I'm talking just about girls, I have to use ellas. If that would be a guy in there, I would say ellos. And the negative way is to say ellas no son, they are not. Remember that we put the not in the middle. Ellas no son. So the affirmative way to say somebody is, they are, ellas son. To say they are not, I'm going to say ellas no son. Okay, let me go to the next one here. So look at this picture here. In the first class, we learned about these people that go hiking, climbing, and jumping from the planes, and we call aventureros. Aventureros. So they are adventurous people. Ellos son aventureros. I have to use ellos just because I have one guy here, right? I have to use the masculine form here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 1 minute and try to write at least one affirmative sentence, one negative sentence, and if you can write a question, okay? You have here a vocabulary that you can use, and the vocabulary means nurses, healthy, actives, with diseases, Mexicans, divertidos or funny people, jóvenes, young. You have already that vocabulary in the first class. You can use these words. Try to write some sentences, please. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to show you any writing. I just want you to pay attention right now to my pronunciation, and without looking in any other part, try to understand what I am saying, okay? Just try to understand, pay attention, put your listening skills in play right now. Ellos son aventureros. Ellos son hermanos. We said that hermanos is siblings. Ellos son enfermeros. Ellos son sanos. Sanos mean healthy. Ellos son activos. Active. Ellos son enfermos. Ellos no son mexicanos. Ellos son divertidos. Ellos son jóvenes. I'm going to unmute. Are you there, Joe? Let me see. Are you there, Joe? I think I lost Joe also. Are you there, Joanne?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Would you like to share with me one of your sentences?
Okay. Ellas no son enfermeras. Ellas
no son, I'm going to write what I understand, okay? Ellas
Okay.
no son
enfermeras. Okay.
Go ahead.
Ellas no son divertidas. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Ellos no son activos.
Go ahead.
Avertivos. Okay. Son ellos sanos.
Excellent.
Son ellos activos. Son ellos mexicanos.
Excellent. Very good. So this is what I did understand about your sentences. Now you tell me if that is what you try to say.
I did, but I wonder if activos should be activas.
Okay, remember the rule. Remember the rule. If we are talking about they are, and in any plural, also in we are, remember in we are, or they are, or you are, remember we have to match what is called gender and number. If I have one guy here, just because I have one, look what I'm doing right now. I have to switch, instead of ellas, I have to set ellos.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about the picture. I was just making sentences. Okay.
Right? So
yeah,
here in
right.
this case, right? And instead of enfermeras, I have to set enfermeros. So the same rule apply for the next. Ellos no son divertidos. Ellos no son activos. If I am talking about them, then I have to use ellos. And the pronunciation in these sentences was very, very good. And the structure of your sentence is really, really good. Okay, I am very happy with your progress here.
Thank you.
Very good, excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute your microphone, Joanne, and I'm going to see if I have Joe around. So Joe, you there? I don't think Josephine is in there, so let me mute her again. And let me then grab Alan. Hopefully it's back. Alan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, so what we are going to do is I'm going to show you some examples that's going to summarize all the things that we have been done so far, okay? So go ahead, Alan, try to read those.
Okay, Anya es Julieta. Anya es hija de Roberto. Anya es hija de Ana. Anya es hermana de Antonio. Ella es esposa de Juan.
Okay, let's just stop there. Do you think that you can translate the first paragraph here?
Yes, I can try.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Uh, she is Juliet. She's Julieta. Um, she, uh, hmm, she is, she's with
Roberto's
Roberto.
daughter. Roberto's daughter. Remember, in Spanish, we use a different type of grammar structure. In Spanish, we said, she is daughter of Roberto. That is the way we speak in Spanish. And that's why sometimes in English, we use the same structure and you are like, what you are talking about here? In English, you said, she is Roberto's daughter, right? But we don't have that structure in Spanish. In Spanish, we said, she is daughter of Roberto. Okay, next one here.
She's the daughter of Ana.
Very good.
She's a sibling of Antonio.
Yes,
She's
it's
the spouse of
Antonio's
Juan.
sister and is Juan's spouse. I want you to pay attention in the J here. This is going to be your pronunciation. You said Julieta. When we are talking in Spanish, it's not Julieta, it's Julieta. Julieta. And there is a video in Facebook where I am teaching how to pronounce the G and the J. So it's Julieta, and this one here is Juan. That's why I am using a lot of these letters in this practice. Very good. Next one there. Go ahead.
Ella es bipolar. Ella es paciente de psiquiatría. Ella es paciente del doctor Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Ella es paciente de Skokie. Ella es paciente de consulta externa.
Very good. Do you think that you can translate that?
Yeah, she's bipolar. She's a psychiatry patient.
Very good.
She is the patient of Dr. Jeremy. She is the patient at Skokie.
Mm-hmm.
She's the patient of an external consultant.
Okay, that's what I capitalize here because that's a new terminology for you guys. We haven't used in any place. Consulta externa means outpatient. Outpatient is like an external consult, but she's not a consultant. She's like in a office that is not, she's not hospitalized. That's the meaning, is an outpatient. Okay, so consulta externa, it's something that we use to tell that the patient is not hospitalized. Go ahead, next one here.
Ella es profesora. Ella es residente de North Brook, Illinois. Es ella feliz? Sí, ella es feliz con Juan.
Okay, what did you understand about this last paragraph here, Alan?
She is a professor. She's a resident of Northbrook, Illinois.
Is she happy?
Is she happy? Yes, she's happy with Juan.
Okay, in the first paragraph we said, ella es esposa de Juan. And we're saying right now, is she happy? And we said, yeah, she is very happy with Juan. Look, he looks like very nice and supportive for here, right? Excellent, excellent participation, Alan. And let me mute your microphone. And I still I think Joe is connected, but with no microphone. So I'm going to unmute yours, Joanne. Okay, are you there?
Okay. Yes,
Very
I
good.
am.
So let's keep working in our reading here. We have two scenarios here. Go with the first one first.
Okay. Ellos son ancianos. Ellos son adultos mayores. Ellos son activos. Ellos son paciente del doctor Jacome.
Jacome.
Yeah. Huh?
Say it again. Jacome. You pronounce
Jacome.
every single letter.
Jacome.
Jacome. And the J goes like, very good.
Jacome. Okay.
Excellent.
El doctor Jacome es ortopedista traumatólogo.
Very good. Do you think that you can translate? What's going on here?
They are old. They are
old.
Very old adults. They are active. They are patients of Dr. Giacomi, and Dr. Giacomi is an orthopedic trauma doctor, I guess.
So Jacome is a very common last name in
Jacome.
Latin countries. Okay, so remember the proper names we don't translate. So if a patient is telling Latin patient and Hispanic patient is telling you, my name is Jacome, we have to tell Jacome, right? We don't translate it. So the pronunciation, even though that you said it in English, is going to say Jacome.
Jacome.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay. Next scenario, please.
Okay. Él es Julián.
Very
Él es parapléjico.
Excellent.
Él es paciente del Dr. Osborne. El Dr. Osborne es neurocirujano.
Next one.
Ella es Mariana. Ella es hija de Julián. Ella no es enfermera de Julián. Ellos son familia. Mariana es buena.
So what is going on in this scenario here? Tell me, who is she? Who is she? What's going on here?
Okay. Well, this looks like he is, this is Julian. He is a paraplegic. He's a patient of Dr. Osborne, who is a neurosurgeon. She is Mariano. She is the daughter of Julian. She is not a nurse of Julian. They are family, and Mariano is nice or good.
How you pronounce her name again?
Mariana.
Mariana. Very good.
Mariana.
Very
Mariana.
good. Excellent. So let me go with the next one here. So I'm going to mute your microphone here. Okay, and listen to me. Okay, these guys, remember that they are one day climbing and doing all these things, right? So let me read it for you. Ellos son aventureros. Ellos son jóvenes. They are young. Ellos son saludables, healthy. Ellos son valientes, brave. So what is going on here? I am using they are. They are. They are. They are. They are aventureros. They are jóvenes. They are saludables. They are valientes. I am doing affirmative, telling you what they are. So now listen to me. I'm going to say what they are not. Ellos no son adultos mayores. Ellos no son enfermos. Ellos son influencers. Let me do some questions here. ¿Son ellos americanos? Are they Americans? No. Ellos no son americanos. Ellos son mexicanos. I am not saying mexicanos, even though that you can say it, but the better way is said mexicanos. Another ¿Son ellos hermanos? Are they siblings? No. Ellos no son hermanos. Ellos son amigos. Very good. I want you to pay attention one thing here. When I am doing sentences in plural, because it's plural because I'm talking more than one person, they are is a plural. When I am doing my sentences in plural, remember in Spanish, everything match, the gender and the number. And when I say the number, I am talking about plural. If the subject is plural, everything else in the sentence have to be plural. That's what I said. Ellos son aventureros. I'm not saying ellos son aventurero or aventurera. I am saying aventureros. I have to use the plural. Second example here. Ellos son jóvenes. I'm not saying ellos son joven because joven is the singular. Yo soy joven. Is singular, just one person. Ella es joven. She's young, one person. Él es joven, singular, one person. But here I am talking about two here, and I have to use ellos son, and of course the plural here, jóvenes. That's why I put in a different color here, because all these one here's are in plural. Aventurero, aventureros, joven, jóvenes, saludable, saludables, valiente, valientes, and everything else down, it's in plural. Here, enfermo, enfermos. And that's what I put also influencers with the S at the end. Americanos, mexicanos, hermanos. Everything is ending in the S because it's a plural. Okay, so remember the rule. In Spanish, match the gender and the number. Very good. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open, Alan, your microphone here. You there? Are you there, Alan? Okay. So give me a hand. Let's try to read the first paragraph here.
Okay. La paciente es Ximena González. La paciente es de sexo femenino. La paciente es diabética. La paciente es hipertensa. La paciente es joven.
Very good. Let's stop there. What did you get it from this? Let's try to translate here.
She's a patient, Ximena Gonzalez.
Okay, it's okay to say she is, but the translation is the patient is.
Oh, the patient. Yeah.
Go ahead.
She's the patient of the feminine sex.
It's a feminine. Okay, it's a female. Good.
Yeah. She's the patient. She's a diabetic patient.
And what else?
Hypertension patient. And she's also a young patient.
Okay, let's pretend that you are overseas, that you decide to take a semester in college in Dominican Republic, in Costa Rica, and you have to do the rounds, and you are going to be describing the patient, and your resident or your superior or the attending is telling you, okay, tell me about the patient. Listen my pronunciation. La paciente es Jimena, is not Jimena, es Jimena González. La paciente es de sexo femenino. Okay, so in Spanish we said sexo femenino or sexo masculino. La paciente es diabética. La paciente es hipertensa. La paciente es joven. You, Allen, were 100% right when you automatically you start to use the she is or the ella es. Because instead of la paciente, I can say ella es. It's the Same, right? In the first one, I'm saying the patient. In the second one, I'm taking the she is, right? I can say the patient is young, or I can say she is young. So in the second paragraph, listen my pronunciation here and pay attention, Allen, because you are going to translate this. Ella es Jimena González. Ella es de sexo femenino. Ella es diabética. Ella es hipertensa. Ella es joven. So instead of use la paciente, I used ella es. So please translate to the English. So instead to say the patient, what you would say?
She is Ximena Gonzalez. She is feminine. She is diabetic and hypertensive, and she's young.
Good. She's young. Very good. So I have here another example with the he is, el es. El paciente es Jorge, is not George. El paciente es Jorge Rendón. And I want you to listen. I'm going to do some sentences here, and I want you to get your listening skills and try to figure it out, Alan, what I am saying. Okay? Ready? El paciente es Jorge Rendón. El paciente es de sexo masculino. El paciente es diabético. El paciente es adulto mayor. What did you get it from my paragraph there?
He is patient George Rendon or Jorge Rendon. He is masculine. He's diabetic. He's a senior.
He's a senior patient. Very good. Excellent. So try to listen these videos again and again and again until you kind of figure it out what I am talking every time that I read a paragraph without watching the screen. Okay? So when you are going to repeat the lesson and in 1 day, in 2 days, you try to don't look at the screen and try to figure it out what I am talking, and even try to write it. And then you go ahead and compare with what's in the slide. That is the real way to learn, okay? Excellent participation, Alan. Let me mute your microphone here. Let me go to the next slide. Also, it's an exercise, it's a practice. But now, when we are describing people, we can also say, who is she? Who is he? Who are they, right? So this is the way that we ask about it. ¿Quién? ¿Quién is the word that replaces who? Who is she? ¿Quién es ella? Who is he? ¿Quién es él? Who are they? Remember, they has a male and female, a feminine and a masculine way to use. So, ¿quiénes son ellos? If I'm talking about just guys over there, or ¿quiénes son ellas? If I am talking about ladies over there. But if I have 99 ladies and 1 guy, I have to use ellos. Even if there is just 1 guy, I have to go with the masculine. Let me read it again. Listen my pronunciation. ¿Quiénes son ellos? ¿Quiénes son ellas? Okay, I'm going to read all the slide again for you. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Don't watch the screen. Listen. ¿Quién es ella? ¿Quién es él? ¿Quiénes son ellos? ¿Quiénes son ellas? Excellent. So let's start doing the questions here. So let me open the microphone. I don't know if Joe already solved the issues with the audio. Are you there, Joe?
Yes, I was driving. I couldn't answer.
Are you okay? Are you safe to participate?
Yeah, I'm okay now. I'm parked.
Okay, very good. So give me a hand. Let's try to read this first paragraph here. I'm going
Okay.
to ask you, ¿quién es ella, Joe? Let's talk about this lady with the pink shirt. ¿Quién es ella?
¿Quién es Elia?
Mhm.
Sí,
Just read.
Elia
Just read.
es, Elia es Juliana Cabrera. Elia es paciente de neumología.
Perfect.
Juliana es paciente del doctor Sherman. Elia es adulta mayor.
Very good. And I'm going to ask you about the nurse. ¿Quién es ella, Joe? Next paragraph.
Elia es la enfermera Mary. Elia es enfermera de neumología. Elia es buena y trabajadora.
Okay. Do you think that you can translate these two small paragraphs for me, please?
Yes. She is Juliana Cabrera. She's a patient of what's pneumologia? Pulmonary?
Pulmonology. Very good.
Pulmonology. Yeah. Juliana is the patient of Dr. Sherman, and she is adult. She's an adult patient.
Mhm.
Elia is enfermera. She is Mary. She is a nurse of pulmonology, and she is good and hardworking.
Very good. Now you are going to be Juliana and I'm
Okay.
going to be Enfermera Mary. Okay, go ahead.
Hola, enfermera Mary. Yo tengo asma.
Hola, Juliana. No hay problema. La vacuna es importante. La vacuna es de neumonía. La vacuna no es dolorosa. La neumonía es peligrosa. La neumonía es bacteriana. What's going on here, Joe?
Hola. Hello, Juliana. I don't have a problem. The vaccine is important. The vaccine is for pneumonia. The vaccine is not painful. The vaccine is, what's peligrosa again? Peligrosa.
Is
I can't remember.
dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah.
Is la
the-
neumonía. La neumonía. The
The
pneumonia is dangerous.
pneumonia is dangerous. The pneumonia is bacteriana. It's like bacteria. It's called
Bacterial. It's caused by
bacteria.
a bacteria. Very good. Excellent. So a couple of things here. There is a couple of things they are completely new for you. One thing is what Juliana is saying here. She's saying, yo tengo asma. I'm going to start using yo tengo because in the next chapters, instead to learn yo soy, you are going to start learning yo tengo. So when we say that we have a disease, I can also say yo tengo asma, yo tengo diabetes, yo tengo tiroides, yo tengo presión. So we can use this structure yo tengo to say that I have a disease. Remember that we learned that I can use yo soy asmática, yo soy diabética, but there's different ways to tell the doctor what we have. So right now I am giving you tiny little bits of this other way to say it, okay? And now the nurse Mary is telling something. Hola Juliana, no hay problema. No hay problema, that means there is no problem because Juliana is saying that she has asthma and that's why probably she's concerned about the vaccine. And Mary, the nurse, is saying, no hay problema. There is no problem with that, okay? So those two little things are new for you. Perfect. Excellent participation, Joe. Excellent pronunciation. And if you are driving, just let me know. Okay. I don't want
Thank
you
you.
to all the time. So let me open here to Joanne. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Very good. So let's do the next one I'm going to talk, I'm going to create right now some sentences. Please try to translate, okay?
Okay.
Él es Marcelo Rodríguez, the patient here. Él es saludable. Él es paciente de cuidados intensivos. Él es adulto mayor. Él no es diabético. Él no es paciente de pediatría. Did you get something about that, Joanne? Can you
Yes.
translate or give me a summary about
Okay. He is Marcelo Rodriguez. He is healthy. He is a patient of intensive care.
Yeah, probably he
okay.
had an accident. We don't know, right?
Okay.
A fracture, surgery.
Okay. He is a senior adult. He is not diabetic, and he is not a pediatric patient.
Pediatric patient. Excellent participation. Pronunciation is better and better. I'm really happy. Let me mute your microphone here and let me go to the next slide here. So, who are they? We did about quién es él, quién es ella, who is he, who is she. But now we are going to learn to ask, who are they, the plural way. So we are in a wedding. You were invited, Joanne, Allen, and Joe were invited to this wedding. I was not. You say, hey, you know, Elba, come with us. I am like, okay. And I'm going to ask you, ¿quiénes son ellos? And you are going to explain me what's going on here. I don't know the couple. I'm just there for free. And let me read what's happening here. ¿Quiénes son ellos? Oh, él es Joaquín. Ella es Mercedes. Ella es hija de Elsa y Antonio. Él es hijo de Rubén y María. I'm going to unmute Allen. You there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did you understand for the first 4 lines here? Who is he? Who is she?
He is Joaquin. She is Mercedes. She is the daughter of Elsa and Antonio.
Good.
He is the son of Ruben and Maria.
Very good. Could you give me a hand reading the next paragraph? Finish all the chart.
Okay. Joaquin es abogado en Indiana. Mercedes es enfermera en Chicago. Joaquín es saludable. Mercedes es diabética tipo 1, controlada con dieta. Ella es vegana. Ella es paciente del Dr. Chu.
Go ahead, next one.
Read more. Okay. Ellos son residentes de Rogers Park.
Rogers Park. That is an English word, so we don't translate to Spanish. We pronounce it in the way it is in the native language, okay? If I have a Jessica in English and she's coming to visit me in my country, I have to call her Jessica. I cannot change her name, okay?
Okay. Ellos son novios. Ellos son esposos. Ellos son felices.
Okay, do you think that you can translate these 2 paragraphs? So who's Joaquin? Tell me about Joaquin.
Joaquin, um,
He's a lawyer,
is a
abogado,
lawyer
lawyer.
in Indiana. Mercedes is a nurse in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Joaquin is healthy. Mercedes is type 1 diabetic, but it's like controlled, the diet.
It's controlled with diet.
Hmm She is, um, I don't know if that's vegan or vegetarian.
Vegetarian is vegetariana,
Okay,
and vegan is vegana.
okay. So she's vegan.
She's vegan.
She's a patient of Dr. Chu. Um, and he is, oh wait,
They
no,
are.
they are. They're
Mhm,
residents of, Rogers Park.
mhm.
Uh, yeah, I don't know what Novios is.
Yeah, because we haven't talked about that, okay? So ellos son novios. We said a couple is novios until the moment they get married, okay? When they are coming into the church to get married, we can say, oh, ellos son novios, right? The moment that you give the ring, you can say ellos son novios, kind of a fiancé type of thing. In the moment that they are in the church, or you know, in whatever religion they are done with the ceremony, we can say ellos son esposos, right? Ellos son novios, ellos son esposos, they are happy. Excellent participation, Alan. I'm going to mute, and I think I have just one more. No, I have two more here. Okay, so let me read this one here. This is important here for you. The previous one, we said, ¿quiénes son ellos? And I'm using the masculine form just because I have one guy here, remember. But what happened if I have two ladies? Then I have to use the feminine way. So I'm going to read it because it's almost time. I'm going to read it, so we are going to do more like a listening exercise here, okay? Pay attention to this. Ella es Jimena Roldán. Ella es Ramona Roldán. Down here. Ellas son pacientes de terapia física. Jimena Roldán, the one in the left, es mujer y es hija de Ramona. Jimena es bonita y pequeña, petite. Jimena es venezolana. Jimena es paciente de medicina familiar. Jimena es sana, healthy. She is, right? Ella es vegetariana. Jimena es activa. Ella no es fumadora, smoker. No es alcohólica. Ella es paciente de oftalmología también. She's a patient of ophthalmology too. This means TOO. También equals TOO. Ella es miope. So she has the vision problems. Probably she wears contacts. Ella es inteligente y trabajadora. Let's talk about the other lady here. Ramona es mujer y es madre, mom, y es madre de Jimena. Ramona es adulta mayor. Ramona es paciente de geriatría. Ramona is Venezuelan too. Es venezolana también. Ramona es diabética e hipertensa. E is equal than I, hipertensa. Ella no es fumadora. No es alcohólica. Ella no es vegetariana. Ella es paciente de oftalmología también. Ella es paciente del doctor Rutenberg. I'm going to unmute all of you. So we are going to participate. Are you all there?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's participate in the last slide here. I'm going to ask you about the street kids look like they go to the school like they are punished. Okay, and we are looking at them from our side from the hospital, and I'm going to ask you, do you know them? ¿Quiénes son? And then, Joanne, tell me, who are they here?
Ella es Michaela.
Mhm.
Ella es Jorge.
Él es
Jorge.
Jorge.
Okay. Ella es Ruben.
No, es él es Rubén.
Él es Ruben. Él es
Ella.
Jorge. Él es Ruben.
Very good. First paragraph here, Joanne.
Michaela es una niña.
Niña.
Jorge. Niña. Jorge es un niño. Ruben es un niño.
Next one here, Joanne.
Michaela es pelo negra. Jorge es rubio. Ruben es castaño.
Very good. So you are describing, right? Just translate the second paragraph here that I am circling here.
Michaela has dark hair. Jorge is blonde. And Ruben is kind of brownish hair.
Brownish hair. Perfect. So I know who is who here. Very good. What about Joe? Are you there? Probably she's parking. Very good. So let me read the next one here.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, you are there. So let's read this paragraph here.
Ellos son pequeños. Ellos son pacientes de pediatría. Ellos son pacientes del doctor Navarro. Ellos son saludables.
Very good. Alan, you there? Can you read the last one here?
Yeah. Ellos son residentes de Northbrook.
Very good.
Ellos son americanos. Ellos no son veganos. Ellos no son activos. Ellos son perezosos.
Very good. Okay, guys, let me open up here, and at this time, let me stop the sharing, and let me open my video. Thank you very much for the participation. I think you have a very nice basic structure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing like once a week or maybe twice a week some videos with the same structure that's going to be here. It's going to be posted in Facebook, and it's going to be posted also in YouTube for you to follow. Maybe at some point we can go ahead and we can hopefully resume the Zoom lessons. But for now, what I'm going to do is we are going to keep posting for you to follow. Okay, has been a real pleasure, and if you keep following me in the Facebook or in the YouTube channel, you are going to find the lessons in chronological order. I will advise you to keep listening, doing the exercise, listening the previous classes again. There is a lot of vocabulary there, but my plan is to keep posting the videos until you are going to feel good enough to talk or understand with the patient. Okay, so at some point maybe we can consider again the Zoom classes, but for now we are going to continue just with the online lessons in that way. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.